As you may know, I'm a pretty big scary guy. I like frightening things. I enjoy being scared. And so something I've always wanted to do is react in general. I've never done it in my life. I don't react. I'm not a big reactor. I don't know where I'm going with this. So we're gonna watch react for the first time ever in my life. Like I said, I don't react. I've never reacted to anything. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna look at myself. Not the camera, myself down here a lot. So, be prepared for that. Let's watch the video. Okay. The first one is called Back Online. We're only not even 80,000 subscribers. It's kind of crazy. This is a relatively big analog horror, so that's surprising. Let's watch it. Oh, that's loud as balls.
Primary systems online. Meeting sequence complete. Emergency shutdown protocols disengaged.
Oh.
System was offline for time code 0106. Contact technician for assistance. Welcome to Civil Dime USA Enhanced Access Operations.
Civil? Okay, so this is some kind of government building, it seems.
Error. These credentials are not recognized.
Wait, what was that?
Clearance credentials are not recognized.
What's that say?
Credentials are not recognized. Clearance credential requirement overridden. Administrator privileges granted. Welcome back. Unknown user ID. What would you like to do?
Touch you?
Accessing archival storage form. GBS.
Fatal error. Int camera 3 location. I can't read anything else.
Data extraction initiated. Data extraction.
David extraction. You gotta get him out of there.
Data extraction. Complete. Data extraction. 80% complete.
So someone's like
Data extraction complete.
Stealing files off this government computer. Wait. There was a company. There's a company. And if you don't know anything about analog horror, companies #1 priority here. So let's see if we can see that. Simeo DYN USA. Oh. This one is to the mountain. Amen, brother. Amen, Donald Trump. Please. Please save me, Donald Trump. Please.
Who discussed this at length in a sermon all the way back in 1864. He said, quote, "Our adversary, the devil, like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. We are taught by our Lord Jesus to pray."
Is that thing on fire? I don't know why I looked around my room like my room is on fire. Oh no, it's a street light. Looked like that tree was just bursting into flame.
Very warily, therefore, should we endeavor to avoid temptation, seeking to walk in the path of obedience, so that we may never be guilty of tempting the devil.
Amen, brother.
We are not to enter.
There's a big wind up for that amen.
We may pay
Hey, oh, jump cut. There's a red light right here. Look, you see it? The red light. I should stop moving my mouse. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, we got a little messy there. Sweet? Nope, that's not the right. Don't say that. Dude. Hey, future big man here. I got the AC on, so it might be a little loud. Since this was my first time using a webcam, I didn't realize that, for some reason it just stopped recording. And so, for like a video and a half, my camera won't be on. Sorry about that. That's some noob difficulties, for lack of a better term. But anyways, that's just a little explanation. Keep watching the video. Thank you. Love you. What? Pause it. Pause it. I could make this. I could go into the forest with a bucket of fake blood and just and record myself being scared. I should just do, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Except I'm gonna follow through and use real blood. What? I was talking over when that guy was talking. That's mean. Something of an animal. I think it was the guy preaching again. Preaching. I'm starting to boring. A what? I'm starting to get freaked out now. There we go.
When we will come face to face with the devil
don't turn the lights
himself,
off.
whether we intended
Don't
to
turn the. That's
or
when the
not,
bad
we
things
believe.
happen.
We are drawn to him by our
When
own
the lights
heart.
go out,
In
you
Matthew
go out.
chapter 15,
Are you out of
verse
gas?
19, it says, "For out of the heart come
Okay, no, we're good.
evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness,
Slander. Oh my
slander.
gosh, that's the worst one of all.
There is a shadow nested deep, deep within our hearts, within our minds, in a place most people don't even know exists within themselves.
Don't do that, man.
The devil is gonna call to those depths, dear believer.
Is there
And though you
something down? Is that a thing? Or is that just a tree root?
may tremble before the beast, you should make it easier on yourself and accept what it is that he bestows
Oof.
on you.
There we go, buddy. Now you're driving. Is it on fire? No, it's a street sign. Devil. You guys gotta tell me if there's anything behind me during this. I'm not gonna be able to see. This one's orientation protocols. What? Oh my, okay, hang on. Too fast. This video cassette is for the oh my god. This video cassette is intended for the sole use of name Alexander Michael Marsh. Name, very important, very important. Alexander Michael Marsh, remember that. Remember Alexander, remember Michael, remember Marsh. Because they're probably going to switch it up. Subject ID AM091065.
Greetings and welcome to the Freakin'.
Every single, and when I say every single, I mean every single analog horror, analog horror uses this same. My hair looks so stupid. All right, every single one of these, they use the same text-to-speech.
Additional protocols and orientation.
It's either this one or it's Sam. There's no in between. It's fine. It's something I wanted to point out.
System provided by Unit 13.
I just want to point out.
As part of the United States Army and Project Stargate, created in
Stargate
partnership with Semiodyne USA. On behalf of all of us here at Unit 13.
That's going to be important.
On your selection as one of our testing candidates. You likely have a lot of questions, and this video is designed to answer them all. First, let's go over some background information to provide you with the crucial context you'll need for a full understanding of what it is we're doing at Unit 13. We are sure you've heard plenty of rumors surrounding what it is that we do, but we are willing to bet that most everything you've heard is wrong. Being a highly confidential part of Project Stargate, which you've already been briefed on, Unit 13 studies a revolutionary and promising area of parapsychology, thought forms. If you're unfamiliar with what thought forms are, that's okay. You're in the majority. So, what are thought forms? Through the ages, occultists and spiritualists, Tibetan monks to theosophists, have exercised the creation of what is sometimes referred to as a thought, otherwise known as a thought form. A thought form is the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or other deeply psychologically energized state into
I wonder if that's a real thing.
Existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity. Thought forms are also able to be witnessed and experienced by third parties, and are not limited solely to the person who developed them. Thought forms have been formed to serve as familiars, companions, or even friends to those who conjure them. According to key literature, thought forms can be intentionally formed by a single person or multiple people, though they can be unintentionally formed as well. But they are always manifested through the deep will and focus of a person in a considerably heightened state of connectivity with their own consciousness. Traditional thought forms can vary widely in their level of influence in the real world. While they usually take physical formations eventually, their earliest stages are more apparitional in nature, with brief manifestations, though most often remaining as an unseen essence.
Okay, so this is going to be
a phantom or a ghost. At this phase,
probably the biggest part
are very similar in a number of
higher series.
Individuals can make contact.
These are coming to life, and they're like really evil. It's like they're people's thoughts, and people are evil.
May respond through moving objects.
Put me in, coach. I'll make one of these.
It's
so. Oh, dude! Did you see it? There, on the left side of the door frame.
13 suggests that what we know as ghosts may not be as common as we once believed. Rather than a deceased person's energy being left behind after death, it's possible, and indeed likely, that these paranormal entities are actually thought forms that are unintentionally created by those individuals that the deceased has left behind, who spend inordinate amounts of time in deeply emotional states, where their mental capacity is largely occupied by a powerful focus on the departed individual. In other words, as these are the ideal conditions from which thought forms are born, people may very well create their own ghosts and hauntings. However, as more time and energy is invested into the development of the thought form, they begin to harness more influence on their environment, until eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance, and, in due course, becoming as tangible as a living creature. This is where Unit 13's interest comes in.
Oh,
we've sought to answer
gotta do the classic
question. Can
black squares.
What, Joe? Benefit American society and help keep American citizens.
Sorry, I gotta start completing my sentences. The black things
of intentionally creating a thought form by traditional methods would undoubtedly take years and years of devout mental training. So, Project Stargate has enlisted a world-renowned authority in thought forms,
There we go.
a man named Dr. Bernard Hayes, to oversee a number of the operations related to Unit 13.
Isn't that a real scientist?
His participation has been invaluable and has brought fruitful results to the project. Due to Unit 13 and Semiodyne USA's combined efforts, bringing together some of the most prestigious minds in the world, specializing in the sciences of the human consciousness, with cutting-edge technology and engineering methods, we've created a groundbreaking, proprietary invention. Introducing the Thoughtform Manifester.
Ooh!
The Thoughtform Manifester is able to create truly
put
independent
that in,
and self-sustaining thoughtform entities from the minds of select, willing participants. Being that they come from the deepest recesses of the human mind, thoughtforms can appear in virtually any configuration. They could look like a person, an object, an animal, or even something as abstract as the physical representation of an emotion. That being said, it's recommended to brace yourself before touring the thoughtform chambers, as thoughtforms can also take on appearance.
So, it's kind of like, alternates from the Mandela Catalog, where they kind of look like people, but they're not quite the same. But now they can also be like dogs and cats and like jealousy, I guess. So that's kind of cool, actually.
That could be considered disturbing, like a creature one might see in a childhood nightmare.
Ugh.
There's no reason to be afraid.
Okay, don't show spiders, man. I'm into this. I like it. Just no spiders. It's not necessary.
All thought forms are docile by nature, and while they may look or behave in a frightening manner, and though they are capable of making physical contact, they pose no threat to humans. Once your session in the Thoughtform Manifester is completed...
Wait, so they can't hurt people?
All thought forms are docile by nature, and while they may look or behave in a frightening manner, and though they are capable of making physical contact, they pose no threat to humans. Once your session in the Thoughtform Manifester is completed, your Thoughtform will be
that's
securely
Cap.
transported directly
I'm calling
into
Cap
the
on that.
containment chamber. Thoughtforms are unable to pass through the barrier of and will not be capable of causing you
See that one more time?
Will not be capable of causing you any issues.
I didn't see anything
There
in
are
the static.
some very
There might have been
potential
something. If
side
there was something,
effects
you have to
that
tell
may
me.
result from your session. These side effects include increased tiredness, loss of balance, dizziness, insomnia, vomiting, episodes of temporary amnesia, and mild hallucinations. These side effects, if present, will clear up within 72 hours of your session, and are simply signs of your brain recalibrating to the real world. It is recommended you refrain from driving or operating heavy machinery for 72 hours after your session, even if you experience no side effects. None of these side effects should cause you any harm or overt stress, and former testing candidates who have experienced these side effects reported that they were very mild and merely a transient inconvenience. With all that out of the way, we are looking forward to your participation.
Did it not record?
With Unit 13, and your time in the Thoughtform Manifester has been scheduled. However, there are several required mind exercises as a part of this video system that must be completed prior to your scheduled date in order to prime your consciousness and ensure the highest quality results. Please enter the video cassette labeled
I'll make sure to get on that.
Waking Your Subconscious now.
TF2!
Of this tape.
Oh, okay. Before we do that, hang on. Stop. Because this is where it gets scary. So, recap of the scary stuff. There's someone broke into the company facility and stole a bunch of archived data. Then some guy went to the mountain, saw a bunch of blood that really wasn't pertinent to the understanding of the series. Then we learn that people's thoughts and willpower can manifest into real living things, and they have created a machine that is able to do that faster. which they are definitely going to use. But yeah, they're totally using these things to like slave labor or something, or like experiments, and they're getting angry and killing people. Right, this is unexpected visitors. That's what it's called. This is like, okay. I still think to this day that Gemini Home Entertainment is of analog horror. It is what you want out of a series that's trying to scare you. And this is like that the one video that was in like the first couple episodes. So I can see the inspiration for this. Shh. Are you the unexpected visitor, dog? Cause like, if this was your house, I wouldn't be snooping around. I'd be going in and blasting. I'm pretty sure this guy's just a freak. Okay, well that's either the video artifacting or some goblin is skittering behind you. Dude, if this is your house, go in. If it's not, go away. That's how people kill you. Someone take a poopy on the floor. Dude, the subtitles on? Can it go any higher than this? No. Cool. He's breaking into someone's house! This person's insane. We got a peeping Tom on our hands. About to be crunched. Pretty Five Guys style. What are you doing, dude? Is that blood? Was that wait. It's either blood or it's rust. Bro, they heard you for sure. Not only is this guy breaking in to what I can only assume is a murderer's house, or some kind of villainous creature, but he's like, yeah, I'll go in through the window, which makes the loudest squeaking I've ever heard. With a... oh, no. Do you one better. I'll break into the window that has the only door with light shining out of it, as if someone is in that room. You know what? I'm glad you're dead. I'm glad you're getting killed. You don't need to be in the gene pool anymore, and I'm happy about it. Oh, you're in the basement. Yeah, that's even worse. You gotta walk upstairs, which is the quintessential, like, object that squeaks. That, and then you have to open a door, which is another quintessential object for making noise. Okay, so he is actually a murderer. Never mind. He just broke into someone's house and kidnapped. Oh, but it's a beautiful night. You know, it's a beautiful night for a kidnapping. Couldn't have picked a better night, really. And I mean that. I don't say that lightly.
I'd like to thank my producer, my
Dude, Eminem?
writers, my director, my friends, and you, the ordinary people who made me what I am today.
Max Headroom premieres after moonlighting tomorrow.
Dude, Eminem! Oh.
We interrupt our current program at the request of the Massachusetts State Police. This is...
It's in Massachusetts. Now I get. Oh my! Editor Silas, put up the gif of the two black guys, and I just didn't understand it before.
Test. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during the emergency. This station will broadcast official information, news, and instruction for northern Berkshire County, Massachusetts, after the following tone.
IBS.
At 3:34 a.m., Massachusetts State Police confirmed the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:15 p.m. last night. The attacks appear to be random, spanning across the towns of North Adams, Cheshire, Savoy, and Windsor. Residents are urged to take the following actions immediately. Wake all occupants of your home. Lock all doors and windows. Close all curtains and blinds. Gather in a secure area of your home where multiple exits are available to prevent yourself from being cornered. Additionally, residents are urged to arm themselves with a blunt object or firearm if available and licensed. Only resort to self-protection if a suspect has entered your home, poses an active threat to you or your family, and you are unable to escape safely. If you are currently away from home,
That's a lot of stipulations that I'm not following.
If you are currently not in a secure area or in a vehicle, immediately head to your closest 7-Mart. Each 7-Mart location is currently being used as a safe area and as police station for your protection. Remain in your secure area until the threat has been resolved. Police are currently unable to determine a physical description of any of the assailants involved in these attacks. It is strongly advised you do not open your home to anyone you do not intimately recognize. Do not attempt to search for or engage with any suspects. The suspects are considered armed and extremely dangerous. Do not leave your secure area unless necessary. This is for your safety. Law enforcement will be armed and patrolling your area. Interfering with this investigation could result in lethal force being inadvertently.
It's a tapeworm hanging from the tree. Okay, that's a lot of people. So that's definitely some skinwalkers out there. Oh my... Jesus Christ. Okay, so the manifestations have been going around kidnapping people. Who could have seen this coming? Me! Not here, not now, not anywhere.
Well, hello again, Tiffany.
Oh, hi, Wanda. Nice to see you.
Wanda
Nice
and
to see
Tiffany.
you too. No dad this time.
No, unfortunately, he couldn't get off work today. So I'm gonna have to call him on a payphone to let him know all the details as soon as we're done.
He's excited to be a dad, huh?
Oh, yes, he certainly is. We both can't wait to be parents.
Aw, and you said you've been together since high school, right?
Yep.
That's so sweet. And have you decided on a name for your baby boy yet?
Yep, we're going with Max.
Ooh,
Max, that's a
huh?
good one.
That's a nice, strong name.
That's why my fiance wanted it so bad. He says it'll help make him strong right off the bat.
That's a pretty good way of thinking about it. So let's see how strong little Max is so you can hurry up and make that call.
Yes, please. He's been moving around like crazy the past couple weeks, so I think he's really strong. Strong enough to kick so hard I almost throw up sometimes, too.
Aw, what a wild boy.
I don't want to be mean. These voice actors kind of suck. I don't... You know what? I am going to be... You know what? Nice arc ends here. These voice actors suck. Get better ones.
Activity is good.
Yep.
Okay,
I can tell
hopefully
that
this
both
isn't
of them
too
are reading
cold.
off scripts.
No, it's okay.
She's better than the other one. But they're both... Oh...
There he is. He's
Dang.
definitely a growing boy, that's for sure. And you're
Holy
both looking
God!
really good.
How's she not giving birth yet? That thing's ginormous.
Love hearing that.
Got a big old Cheeto in
Let's
it.
get some measurements to see exactly how much he's grown.
What was that?
I don't know. I've never seen.
Wait. Okay, bizarre events leave Berkshire in terror. Authorities mute. That says invasion creates a threat to the blah 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 something right as well. Can't read it. And now
What was that?
I don't know.
he's gone?
I've never seen that before. Maybe something to do with the power.
Oh, that was on the ultrasound.
Okay.
Bro, that baby's gone.
This is a bit strange.
What? What's strange?
Nothing to worry about or anything. Just having some trouble finding the baby all of a sudden.
Maybe the machine messed up?
Possibly. But I can still see everything else. It's just not picking up the baby for some reason.
Has this ever happened before?
Well, sometimes babies can move into certain positions that are hard to see.
But you can't see my baby at all?
I'm looking. Don't worry, he's definitely here.
Oh, you got a black hole baby.
What are you talking about?
No.
This can't be happening. The baby doesn't know the water? That makes no sense.
Is it happening?
School teacher, 29 of blah blah blah. Oh, she's gone. She's dead. Either she killed herself or the baby killed her. Sleeping Dogs. Good game.
Great many trials of intellect and fortitude to achieve but one singular goal. A goal that countless men withered away and dying in pursuit of, leaving their towers of work behind to be climbed upon by coming generations. Higher and higher they ascend, so that we will at last reach the one called God. And there, on
We don't need a
this
subtitle.
of infinite knowledge and power, we will approach and look him in the eye.
Oh my. Stop doing that. Alright, now we turn on the subtitle. Sign with dying. Oh, we're back in the facility. Frank Porter. Another. Remember that. Frank Porter. Remember.
Credential requirement bypassed by system administrator. Greetings, unknown user ID. Welcome to Semiodyne USA's virtual message assistant for user. Project director, Frank Porter. Establishing custom telephone message settings. Sender, Paul Morelli, of the Morelli Construction and Mining Company.
Okay.
Dates of
Paul
receipt ranging from
Moretti.
March 24th, 1987
Morelli.
to March 20th,
Paul Morelli, remember that. And also remember
1987.
Morelli Construction and Mining Co.
Begin
because
messages.
it's about mountains.
Message
And you
one.
mine in mountains.
March
Sorry for pointing at
24th,
you, it's not appropriate.
11:14 a.m.
Hey Frank, it's Paul Morelli. We ran into somewhat of an issue today. We came across these tunnels inside the mountain, pretty deep in, but well, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but he told me to call if anything strange came up, and I figured this qualifies. People have been here before. Some obviously man-made shit in there, like carvings and stone. This shit looks ancient, like real
Ancient.
old. I took a crew in to look through it, but seems part of the tunnels caved in some time ago.
This video
We're gonna
sometimes.
just
We'll do fine.
regardless. But I still wanted to make you aware of it. Anyways, I'll keep you in the loop. Thanks.
Message 2. March 25th, 7:38 a.m.
87. Okay, so we're in 1987.
Just calling to tell you the day might be a bit slower than usual. Unfortunately, a number of the crew are sick as dogs. Not really sure what kind of stomach
Sleeping
bugs going on or
dogs.
what, but we'll do our best to pick up slack. I'm calling in some guys who have the day off, so hopefully things will get a little closer to normal, you know. That being said, I don't know how the hell this happened, but the section of the tunnel here caved in is clear. Tunnel's been wired up with a few lights too. Wanted to see if maybe you sent someone in while we were off shift. Night crew said you didn't, but you know I didn't see anybody else either. So, but a few of the guys said they seen something.
I seen it.
Surrounding the site.
I seen
It's
it.
probably a deer or whatever, but seeing all the ruckus we're making out here, you know. But they all insisted it was something else, something like a real tall man. Might just be some environmentalist moron trying to cause some shit, but you know, he ain't done nothing, so I told him to keep focused on the project. For safety's sake, we're going to avoid the tunnel until I hear back from you. All right, bye now.
Message 3. March 25th, 4:56 p.m.
Hey, Frank, it's Paul again. The guy you sent out to take photos just left, but, well, he seemed totally fine when he got here, but we practically had to carry him back to his car when he was done. I don't know if he caught whatever's going around, but figured you should know.
Oh man, dude, don't open ancient. It's filled with prehistoric viruses.
Old shit down there, Frank. Now, I ain't no historian, but we got a guy on the crew who used to do archaeology work or whatever, and I don't know. But I guess there's some old artifacts down there, like weapons and trinkets and whatever. I'll have him draft up a report.
They're messing with burial grounds. They're messing with burial
Interested,
grounds.
and he can explain all this shit better than I could anyways. His name's Arnold Rivers. That's about it. Alright, bye.
Message 4. March 26th, 1:03 p.m.
Frank, something ain't right here. Crew's getting worse, more sick. I feel okay so far, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. I saw that thing the guys have been talking about last night, stalking around in the tree line. I swear it had a face. Anyways, just call me back as soon as you can, Frank.
Message 5. March 27th,
we're getting into the
All our
delusions.
food, rotten, totally spoiled and covered in maggots. It was perfectly fine and stored. There wasn't any problems with the generator, even if we lost power. I mean, it's the end of March. All our food looks like it's been left out in the heat for weeks. No idea what's going on. Please call me back.
Message 6. March 27th, 4:02 p.m.
Hey, it's Paul.
We saw it again. Something out here with us. It's in the woods.
Dude, then leave the site! I'm sorry. I don't care how much I need the money. If I see, I can go work at like the local pizza shop or whatever. If I see some like 7-foot thing stalking around the trees with a face, I'm leaving. If someone's stalking me in the woods while I'm at my mining job, I'm going away. That's a skinwalker.
Watching us, goddammit.
Especially when you're living in the mountains.
No animal either. Who are you guys gonna put up those fancy hunting cameras and see if we can catch anything? Maybe locals fucking with us? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah.
Oh, he's not smiling anymore. Oh. See, okay. Here's another problem I have with analog horror. Is whenever it's cameras and it's always like motion detected. But then it cuts to the camera and there's nothing there. That's not how they work. You need motion. You need motion in the camera for it to detect motion.
Message 7. Date and time unavailable. Message.
Oh.
7. Date and time unavailable. Message.
See, there's nothing there. How would it pick up motion if nothing is moving? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, that's like a thought form.
Message 8.
Yeah, obviously it's a thought.
March 29th, 10:13 p.m.
Frank, it's Paul. Holy shit, well, a lot of the crew here is sick now, and they're sort of like unresponsive. We tried emergency contacts for them, but then and now they just keep ringing. The phones, they just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. Nobody picked up from any number we tried. Nobody picked up. No answer machines either. Made a call to the hospital, and same thing. Just ringing. Just tried 911, still nothing. I figured the phones were fucked up, but the machine actually picked up. I think I caught whatever's going around. My skin, it feels tight. A lot of pressure behind my eyes. My teeth feel like they're humming, vibrating. You know what? This all started when we came across that tunnel. I feel like I need to figure out what's down there. I think
there you go.
Whatever's down there could help my crew. But most of all, I feel like something really bad's gonna happen if I don't go down. So I'm going down tonight.
He's dead. You should have left the site, man. Oh, let's look at the motion. Wow. Look at all that motion going on. Don't be a jump scare. Don't be a jump scare. Did you see it? There, on the left side of the door frame.
Message 9. March 30th, time unavailable.
Oh no!
This is the end of your messages.
Is it Paul? That's not Paul. Okay. Pause. Let's recap. So, they started digging. They found a tunnel with a bunch of ancient stuff, weapons, tools, trinkets. They basically uncovered an ancient burial ground, which unleashed a sickness, which infected them. We saw a bunch of thought forms. Then Paul went down, and I think the screaming was either his, like, crewmates, or there was, like, 60 thought forms down there just started tearing them up. Just started eating them. Because remember, they said, like, the thought forms were, like they've been around for a while, like, the idea of them. Like, the ancient, like, Hindu monks and, like, occult and, like, prayer people, just religious people in general. So I'm thinking that they've been manifesting them the entire time. Then they've been going to that, like, burial site because the ancient people might have realized, like, they're actually dangerous. But then they opened up the tunnel, which let them out, which made the government aware of it, and then they started fucking around with it. It's either that, or they just uncovered an evil ancient burial site, and they let out a bunch of angry ghosts. And then the government saw the ghosts and thought it was like a thought form and started messing around with them, which only worsened things. I mean, it's always the government's fault. It's always big, greedy corporate.
Recent crime wave that swept across northern Berkshire County, left many of its residents in a state of anxiety and panic. It was 2 weeks ago when the emergency broadcast system was engaged to warn residents.
Oh, hang on. Let's appreciate this for a second. They have the CBS News 13. That, like, this is fantastic. The production value on this is astounding.
Secure their homes due to the activity of a group of individuals who had been targeting and breaking into people's homes. Authorities have since confirmed that the attacks were, in fact, part of an organized criminal effort and have been attributed to a local anti-American militia group operating out of western Massachusetts called...
So it wasn't the
Police
thought
have made
form.
numerous arrests in connection to militia, and officials can...
Unless it is the thought forms. But since they look kind of like people that were getting attacked by them recognized, survived, told the police, and then they went and arrested the wrong people, even though it was the thought form.
Continue to
There's a lot to
assure
this.
the public that they are safe once again.
We've seen a lot of credible information over the past couple of weeks, and the investigation's still ongoing. We're getting closer.
Like, look at the production value on
Thankfully,
this.
due to the continued efforts of law enforcement, life has been able to return back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal. To normal. To normal. To normal.
That's the title of the video. I don't believe it for a second. What is that? That's not how people are born. How do they do that?
Back to normal for residents of Berkshire County.
Oh. I don't like when they
Residents
fuck
of
with the
Berkshire County.
faces. Okay. Photo caption, engaged couple Alex Marsh. What'd I say? Alex Marsh. 28. Something in parentheses. And Tiffany Christine, 26. Right. Oh, left and right. Together as they discuss the battling loss of their... Okay, yep. She lost the baby. Because of... I don't know, thought form. Maybe she just had a miscarriage. Then she probably killed herself. Which is why she was in that newspaper. And then he joined that company. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I just got like 3 ideas all at once. So, lost the baby. He joins the company. And he either does that to manifest their child so that his wife doesn't go insane and inevitably game end herself, or she already did game end herself and he's manifesting her back. But unbeknownst to him, they're evil. They're not good. And then there's text. Stop. I don't like when they do the face stuff. It's scary. I'm afraid. Alright. The iceberg, says Jim Melgan. Melgan, a former police officer who now works as a private investigator and owns a radio show centered around government transparency and accountability. I told you, it's always governmental stuff. These are horrifying reports of people, healthy grown adults, becoming deformed, growing extra limbs, teeth growing out of their scalp, people developing severe mental conditions or sicknesses doctors have never seen. Yeah, so the thought form, the manifestations are either mess with you or they just go out and turn you into one. Hey, it's the second one. This is 17 minutes long. I've already been recording for an hour.
Well, that broadcast went completely tits up, didn't it? I've been getting chewed out by our asshole CIA liaison.
Oh, okay. I don't like these. I don't like it when they do this. Because, like, all of the solid analog horror does this. It was Walton Files that did this first. No. It was Mandela Catalog that did this first. There's better things I think you could do than just this. It's like, what is this? Keep going.
2 hours, what the fuck happened?
We're looking into it, sir, but we experienced no issues with the broadcast on our end, so our engineers believe that the signal was hijacked before even reaching the transmitter, but once we started receiving phone calls from viewers, we switched to a backup transmitter.
But by then, the hijacker had already said everything they wanted to say, hadn't they?
Yes, sir.
Oh, they got hijacked.
What a complete fuck up. They made us look like a fucking joke. And showing our most popular show. Speaking of which, Don, where the fuck is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this fucking mess.
Well, we've been trying to reach him. We've asked around to see if anyone's heard from him, but nothing. Right now we've got Gerald standing in for him tonight. It's on to some show.
You've been to his house?
Well, no. I just thought that maybe he'd be upset if I did that.
Get in your fucking car and go to his fucking house. I don't care if you kick down his front door and drag him here by his ear. You bring him into the studio. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Rosenbaum. Of course, I'll do that.
But no, go, you twat.
Right now, they need us to manage the response to these events, to let the public know what's going on.
He's British. Don't let him speak to you like that. Use your patriotic power. Shut up. Use your patriotic powers. Manhandle.
Replace you with some producers who actually know how to produce a fucking show.
Sorry, the file you are trying to access has been destroyed and can no longer be executed or retrieved. Please choose another file. Sorry. It said I'll take your file if you're trying to destroy or trying. Warning, anomalous file detected. This file should not exist. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Opening
file. Arnold Rivers personal log.
Final.
My name is Arnold Eugene Rivers. The date is April 8th, 1987, about 9:15 at night. I was involved in the Morelli construction project at Mount Greylock. I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology.
Oh, it's the guy.
I've worked to excavate a number of different historical sites. Paul Morelli took me on after securing a government contract for the Greylock project. I'm recording this because I believe my life is in danger, and I likely don't have a lot of time left, so I need to leave some kind of record of my findings. On March 24th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountain that held a multitude of ancient markings and artifacts. On March 25th, Paul cleared the interior of the mountain and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. I was then to report to one of the project directors, named Frank Porter, to offer my perspective on our findings. I kept this to myself at the time, but what we discovered in that mountain was not normal. Not only did I see the impact it was having on the crew, but certain aspects of my findings did not make any sense. Many of the artifacts were pre-colonial. Some were from Native American tribes, but there were other artifacts, some Mesoamerican, and others were shockingly Clovis in nature.
Clovis?
Artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE. But that's not all, no. There are artifacts I found that could potentially be from even earlier, Paleo-American cultures that we have yet to even begin studying. Then, there were artifacts and writings left by the cultures that were pre-Columbian in nature. Transoceanic contacts prior to Columbus reaching the Americas has always been largely a theory, but the artifacts in this mountain, they prove it. Ancient Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Roman, Spanish, Viking, even ancient Greek and Egyptian. I'm finding that they alone would change world history as we know it today. I'll admit, the anthropologist in me was thrilled. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured it had to be a hoax, but I'm confident that it's all authentic. But my excitement was soon replaced with a looming fear and anxiety. How could such a place be so important to so many cultures for so long? There must be something immense here. Whatever it was, well, that's why I left the project. The tunnels all connected to a series of chambers deep into the interior of the mountain. That's where a majority of the relics were found. There were old baskets of herbs and spices, pottery, weapons and armor, talismans, other religious items, countless other things, but all of it was there purposely, as offerings.
Offering. So I assume this mountain is like the source of god forms. And since almost every religion believes in them, they sailed over to make offerings to them, and the word must have gotten around just via traveling merchants or traveling travelers. That's my main theory right now. Game theory probably has already done a video.
It was billions.
Actually, you know what? Let's. Nope, not yet. Gubby? Yeah, that looks awful.
Drifting through our solar system collided directly with the Earth. The impact
Is that where we got, like, the aliens from?
was so powerfully
that'd be
violent
cool.
that the rogue planet was blown
Oh, what a good
into
idea.
countless pieces of debris. This debris collected to form our moon. Many of the pieces of the unknown planet remain inside the Earth to this day.
Hogging right now. That is such a cool idea.
Adams Police Department, Dispatcher Carey speaking.
Yes, I'm calling to report a break-in at my coworker's house.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Liam Hollander.
Okay, Liam, you said this was your coworker's house. What is your coworker's address?
It's Parker Hill Road in Adams, number 491.
491 Parker Hill Road. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, is anybody hurt? Liam, are you still with me?
Yes, sorry.
Is anybody hurt?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh.
Then I witnessed many altars constructed out of the mountain stone, along with evidence of mass animal and human sacrifice. And the carvings in the walls of these sacrificial chambers, I couldn't recognize a single familiar symbol, and it made me sick to even look at them. Let me be clear, I am not, nor have I ever been, a religious man. But there's something in that mountain. Something people of countless cultures over the history of our planet have been worshipping, but I don't know why. But I could feel it. Whatever's down there, I could feel it. It was like
the thing that collided with our Earth.
I swear I could hear a voice, and even felt compelled to go further. To speak to whatever's down there.
We have like a Cthulhu. It's like a Cthulhu living in the Earth.
I don't know. I haven't been right since.
Because it came from the other. Oh, that's so cool. What, you know what? What a good idea. Any complaint I've ever had about this is immediately thrown out the window.
Ceaseless, all day and night. I can't sleep, just droning, always droning. But that doesn't matter right now. I informed Mr. Porter in my report that the archaeological findings in the mountain are of monumental historical importance, and that there is certainly more to be discovered. And I recommended discontinuing construction there. But it's not as though I have any authority over this project. I fully expected to be ignored. Mr. Porter called me on the evening of March 28th, and we spoke on the phone briefly. It was as I thought. He disregarded my concerns. I informed him that I wasn't going to return to the site. He insisted I did, said I was a valuable asset to the project, even offered me a substantial raise, and wanted me to lead a specifically organized team that would clear the tunnels of artifacts before excavation would continue. I, quote unquote, could be responsible for the biggest historical finding of all time, he said. I refused again. I won't put a price on my sanity or my health, especially after seeing what was happening to the crew.
Now loading. Morale Greylock event, Group C, Survivor data. Profile for patient B3590. Rockford, Thomas. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Patient prone to spontaneous violent outbursts. Treatment of heavy sedation recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient B9231. Washington, Samuel. Malformations.
Oh!
Notes. Communicative. Patient suffers from constant state of severe paranoia and delusions, resulting in unpredictable violent outbursts. Standard treatment ineffective. High-dose xylazine is recommended.
Look at his
Only
teeth!
communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading.
Looks like the
Profile
cover of
for
Death
patient
Grips album.
B6670. Herrera, Ramon. Malformations.
Oh!
Notes.
Hey, it's me again. So I went up to use the bathroom here for a second, and muted my microphone, before I left. And then when I came back, I didn't unmute it. So let me give you a little rundown of what happens. They go through a bunch more people. The guy talks about seeing stuff and how he's all paranoid about the government watching him, because it's true. Sorry about that. It was kind of annoying. Thanks for watching this far, though. My god, my My microphone was muted. That's cool. That's pretty cool, actually. No. That's pretty dope. Oh, I can just... Wait, is this the home invasion video? Is this the video that the guy was loudly breaking into? I guess if you're talking into a microphone, you're not gonna hear the from the window. Don't jump scare, please. Making bird noises.
Come on out, it's the police.
It was the 7'2" eyeless monster. Maybe that's the thing they were worshiping. That's sick, dude. That's awesome.
Accessing GBS properties. 101 WRAV FM
okay, how much
radio station. Date of broadcast.
Okay, that's okay. That's like at least an hour left to watch. I'm gonna put this into 2 parts. I've already been recording for like an hour and a half. So, like and subscribe for part 2. First of all, let's do the TikTok outro. Like and subscribe for part 2. This is fantastic. This is one of the best analog horrors I've ever watched. The idea of the monster coming from the planet that hit us, that made our moon, is wild. And having... I can only assume the government controlling it, because why else would it go after that guy? There's no reason for it. Other than, like, it knows? He knows that it exists? But, like, the effects on everything, the cool, like, tomb and, like, sacrifice rituals, the fact that it's... Every single culture is, like, has gone here and been here and worshipped it. That it's, like, an undiscovered ancient... That's just so cool. It's so cool. The thought forms. I feel like I'm looking into the thought forms a lot more than I should. But it's also, like, the only information I've had up until this point. So, like and subscribe for part 2. I mean, not mumble. Like and subscribe for part 2. And, if you have any other analog horrors that you'd like me to watch, send them down in the comments. I'm already planning on rewatching, Monument Mythos, because that one's, like, my absolute favorite. But if you have any other ones, I'll be happy to watch them. Stay safe, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.